Hello, this is Brother Carl. Today I would like to bring a message forth with the Lord's help. I've been doing some research on the medical aspects of the crucifixion. I must credit Dr. Pierre Barbet for his tremendous work in the book A Doctor at Calvary. I've gained much insight from reading his book, and I would like to give to the best of my ability a description of what Christ suffered while on the cross and the events leading up to the cross. If you look in the book of John, chapter 19, verse 34, you see Jesus on the cross, the soldier piercing his side, and blood and water poured out from the Lord. This is believed to be pleural or pericardial effusion that was most likely the cause. Now let us move on to Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane, as is recorded in Luke 22:44. We see, as I mentioned in a previous message, that Jesus sweat great drops of blood. This is known as hematidrosis. It is a medical condition where a person who is under tremendous emotional stress can actually sweat drops of blood. It is interesting to note that the only gospel writer to mention this fact that Jesus sweat great drops of blood was Luke, the beloved physician, and him being a physician knew what this condition entailed, and he wrote about it and gave reference to Jesus sweating drops of blood. I find that very interesting, and I would like everyone to be aware of that. In order for us to understand how fear can cause hematidrosis, it is necessary to learn some basic medical facts regarding the autonomic nervous system, the anatomy of sweat glands, and the effects of anxiety, and how the fight or flight reaction is initiated. The autonomic nervous system consists of a sympathetic division and a parasympathetic division. Together they control various body functions such as heart rate, movements of the gastrointestinal tract, gallbladder, caliber of blood contraction, of relaxation of muscles in the urinary and gallbladder, and bronchi. The effects of anxiety is defined as a medical phenomenon that designates a state characterized by a subjective feeling of fear or apprehension. When such instances occur, the fight or flight response is initiated, it is triggered, which accelerates heart rate, and blood vessels constrict in an effort to raise the blood pressure. Jesus experienced hours of limitless pain, cycles of twisting, joint rending, cramps, intermittent partial asphyxiation, searing pain where tissue is torn from his lacerated back. The body of Jesus is now in extremes, as he can feel the chill of death creeping through his tissues, which brings us to the Lord's final words while on the cross. Jesus cried, "It is finished." Atonement was done. Our salvation was accomplished when Christ shed his blood on the cross. Glory to his name forevermore. Let us sing praises to the Lamb forevermore. For he is the one, God's only Son. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whosoever will believe in him will not perish, but will have everlasting life. We have just been given a glimpse of the medical side of things, but let us look to Jesus, the author and the finisher of our faith, the fairest of 10,000s, the lily of the valley, the bright and morning star. He is the one, the only one that can redeem us from our sins. Call to Jesus now. Look what he has done for you. Look what he has suffered for you. He has did this because he loves you so much. For God so loved the world. Call to him now, for whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. Romans 10:13. Call upon him now. Do not wait.